Kidmissing TV. I'm having to hold the microphone because the microphone, we took that off too, see if that helps, is dying. So, going to get a new one next month. This is the case of an unidentified toddler found on Rockaway Beach, Queens. There we go. Known as the Rockaway Beach John Doe, John Valentine Doe, because he was found on February 5th, 2005. Oh, that's right. There is no picture. There's just a picture of the Disney-themed bed sheet, which I will put right up here. Here. Anyway, he was discovered by Cecilia Davis, a nurse who was walking her dog when she noticed a bag tangled in seaweed. He was found inside a yellow canvas duffel bag wrapped in the aforementioned Disney bedsheet, which featured Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. The 3, 3, and 5 years old. He was Hispanic or white. He was 3 feet tall with slightly wavy brown hair. He had several broken bones, but his exact cause is in his torso. Well, if you got broken bones in your torso, that's your ribs. Maybe bones in your back. That sounds like a beating to me, but they weren't able to completely determine that. The remains were exhumed late last year, 2024, for genetic genealogy testing. And NCMEC, the National Center for Missing and Children, is keeping the case in the public light. Oh, that's why they don't have a drawing, because his body didn't have this part. At least that wasn't the cause of death. You know, at least having his body divorced from his head wasn't the cause of death, which is a good thing, because that would be horrifying. They think he was thrown in possibly from a ship or maybe somewhere overseas and washed up on a beach in Queens? To me, that seems highly unlikely, but Sergeant Frank Libretto said, quote, "Everything about it is frustrating." He's head of the 100th Precinct Detective Squad. He continued, "We have a 3 to 4-year-old child, and we have no idea who's the mother, who's the father, and who killed him." Medical examiner says he was murdered, which makes sense. He was put in a duffel bag without his head. Okay, they don't believe he was decapitated. They believe that his head was moved by sea life. Ugh. And the blanket was mass-produced in the late 70s or early 80s. So Disney couldn't help them narrow that down. And libretto said, "That's why we think the child may have been thrown from a ship. It just makes the most sense because of the minimal amount of leads we got." They didn't want him to wind up in a potter's field, which is a burying ground for the poor and indigent. So, excuse me, police took up a collection and gave him a proper burial. The Children of Hope Foundation also contributed to the burial, naming the child John Valentine Hope and burying him at Cemetery of the Holy Rood, ROOD, in Westbury, Long Island. The nurse who found John Doe's body has since passed away from cancer. Her sister-in-law, Amelia Harvey, age 46, said Davis, who wasn't able to have kids, never got over it. She said, quote, "It affected her very deeply. It hurt her to see a baby like that, and she couldn't have babies of her own. She would say, 'How could someone be so cruel to throw a baby away like that when there's people around the world who can't have a baby? There's a million people who would take that baby,'" end quote. If you have any information that could help identify this baby, you can call the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, NCMEC, at 1-800-THE-LOST, 1-800-THELOST. That's 1-800-843-5678, 1-800-843-5678. Or Office of the Chief Medical Examiner of New York City, 212-447-2030. That's 212-447-2030. Case number Q05-00731. That's case number Q as in Queens, 05-00731. And again, it's the coroner's office at 212-447-2030. So again, 1-800-THE-LOST. So yeah, I'm just going to put a picture of the blanket over here since there isn't a drawing of him because there's no head. Oh, just the thought of that, guys. Just the thought of that. No head. I'm hoping that this works better for the remainder of this month, holding it and talking directly into it. Because next month I am getting a new one. I do have one in my cart over on Amazon. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. God bless you. Please subscribe, and I will see you on Monday. Bye guys, God bless you.